The Unfiltered by Jade.
Jade.
Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade, where we get out of the box and dive into topics that are sidelined. I look forward to entertain, educate, and inspire. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, donate, and make everybody know about this.
Beats by RB Records, a proud sponsor of The Unfiltered by Jade.
Shopping Assistance Jamaica takes the stress away. Our services include online and local shopping in Jamaica for individuals and businesses, personal shopping, purchasing of company and office supplies, importing and exporting small packages across Jamaica and worldwide, helping you to find unique gifts and items for all events and occasions. Contact us at 876-919-5195. Shopping Assistance 2015 at gmail.com. Follow Shopping Assistance on Instagram at Shopping Assist JA, at Twitter at Shopping Assist 5, and Facebook at The Shopping Assistance. Shopping Assistance, your style, your budget. Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade. Today we have one of my dear friends. His name is Rolando Blake and we call him RB. So he is a musician, he is a recording artist, he is a music producer, audio engineer, songwriter, and he's one of my sponsors. So, hi RB.
Hey, what's up, Jade?
Nothing there. So I want to go right into it. So what is your musical background?
Musical background. Well, I'm just a lover of music, I used to listen to music a whole lot. Younger. Everybody have this thing with them when they have interviews and they state that, oh, I used to beat drums on the decks and DJ at school. Well, I have similar experience. I come up the same similarities, but I had an uncle, every Sunday he had a little sound system and he had like his records that he would play every Sunday, and I grew up listening to a lot of music. And then I remember even when I got older and I was going to high school, I used to have this tape, this tape in my room that I used to steal. My mother used to have some cassettes. I used to
Okay.
steal
You just
them.
steal them, okay?
I used to steal them, and when I used to put the radio on like Zip FM, and when we know like probably a ZJ Liquid or a Chrome or whoever I play, me used to record the segment so me can always listen it back over and over. So it was just basically just the love of music, love listening to music, and yeah, that's how it started basically.
So that's why you chose to become a producer because of what you were listening to?
No, I always wanted to sing, to DJ, and in the earlier part I couldn't, like, I used to link some producers and them give me the run around. So that come like a the natural thing for producers whenever young artists link them. Them just tell you one long story and then don't ever even fulfill or even come through upon it. But
Right.
you know, I started. I was DJing for a while, and then then like I got saved. I was going to church, and I got church with your parents. Your parents want you to go to church, but me unruly, I hide and I
But you
do.
say you got saved.
No, like I'm talking before, like me used to like hide and DJ and stuff like that, and I go church with them.
Okay.
And one of the time I tell my father, say, "Yo, I want an artist," And my father was like, "What?" And then throughout it all, like I was supposed to go and record for a producer, like one top producer, and like the weekend, I just got to church and I just got saved, filled with the Holy Ghost and everything.
Amen. Yes.
And then it was like, me have to
You
get,
can't do it again.
yeah, do it again. But I had this friend, Shenko National. It was an artist, and he must say, "Yo, RB, you can't stop the music, man. If I even for build some rhythm."
That's right.
And at the time, I was going to Calabar High School, and my virgin,
How me know? Gee, how did I know Sir Calabar you go? Continue.
and at the time I was going to Calabar, my virgin had this. He tell me say him have this software where you can use and build rhythm. So
Mm-hmm.
I tell him say, "Yo, let me get a copy right now and burn it on a CD." At the time, Fruity Loops. I mean, I tell you, say, I go home and install it on my auntie computer. I mean, I tell you, from this, I'm just start make some beats and stuff. So till I start go this other studio, and in the owner for the studio heard some of the rhythms, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Yo, if you come here, man, at daytime, man," and I just start go there so till I learn how to record artists to be a recording engineer,
Nice.
and then I start learning how to. Because there's this other, after recording, the songs have to sound good before you put them out. So that aspect of it was mixing.
Okay.
So I learned how to mix, and then there was this other step, mastering before
Mm-hmm.
it can go out. I had to learn that. So with learning stuff on YouTube and reading a lot of books, online books and stuff like that,
Right.
I kind of just, I wouldn't say master the craft, because if you talk to any recording, mixing, or mastering engineer, they tell you that they'll be learning every single day. They learn
Right.
something every day. So it's not in a sense that I master anything, but me can do my thing.
Right.
So me can do my thing right now. So it was just years of trials and errors, and just learning everything on my own, while I got like I'm friends with like Neil Ellis and
Yes. The great Neil Ellis.
Neil Ellis and scientist Mario Lawrence, scientist, him are the headmaster and engineer for Anchor and
Mm.
stuff like that. So I end up having some friends, Kevin Butler, them man there. Rather,
Yes, I remember them. I remember them.
yeah, Kevin Butler, him teach me a lot of stuff.
Nice, nice, nice. Well,
Mhm.
you call three greats. You call three greats. What do you call them? Producers.
Yeah, they do similar things. They produce, they mix, they master, them do everything just like me.
What are some of the skills needed to become a producer?
Nowadays you don't really have to have no skill to be a producer now, because technically, on a technical standpoint, a producer is basically like somebody. If like, say for instance, you have a movie. The produ-
Right,
the producer would be a person that get everything together. So if him
right.
if him gonna get actors, him gonna get that director, yeah, him gonna get an editor, him gonna get, so he gets things together. So it's same thing
Mm-hmm.
in music. A producer can be just somebody that gets the rhythm built. He get the artist him say, "Yo, me hear the artist upon the rhythm." Him link the artist, get the artist for record, and then him get an engineer for mix and master the song, and I hit that he's the producer. So it's not necessarily say somebody that is involved in music, or what you call it, no, not to say involved in music, but like, it's not somebody that is doing the work, basically.
Right,
It can be just anybody. It can be just somebody that likes music, and they say, "Yo, want to produce some music." So him know some artist, him know somebody will build rhythm, him know an engineer will mix, and he's a producer. So, 'cause in music, the creating process, you have different stages. You have the making the rhythm, then you have to get the artist, record the artist, then you have to mix the song,
mm-hmm.
then you have to master the song. So, you know, so sometimes it's different individuals who will touch the song, but like right now, being a producer in Jamaica, sometimes you have to learn every aspect of it.
Everything. Right, because I was just about to ask if you do everything.
Yeah, I do everything. I build the rhythm, I record the artist, I mix, and I master.
Nice. What is the demarcation of being a great producer versus, one just trying a thing
Your work will speak for
for
itself.
itself?
And that, I mean, being great, like when you hear what you say, a Danny Brownie or a Dave Kelly, or you them man they great because of the work what them do. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I mean? I say a Dan Carleone or a Stephen McGregor
Yeah, sorry,
or
sorry, go ahead.
a,
Sorry.
or a Steve or a Stephen McGregor. They are all great because of the work that they have done in music.
Yes.
The stuff that they have worked on and put out. So I mean, your work speak for itself. And speak of the type of caliber producer you are. You get what I say?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And then you have the accolades behind it. You have where you win your Grammy or your awards that you win. So I mean, I think your work that you have done mostly speaks of.
How do you choose which artist to work with?
Sometimes just work off a feeling or my gut, or like over dealing with artists and with experiences. You know how them sound, the type of beats that they like, the type of rhythm that they like. So I make a rhythm to them, say, yo, say the artist side that sound good on the rhythm.
Okay.
So it's just basically nothing really. Sometimes an artist will be popular, or he might create waves at the moment, and say, all right, I need to build a rhythm and just send it to the artist there. Then you can do that, but there's no real what you call it now.
I mean, all right. So, well, do you look for all right? Somebody comes here, an upcoming artist comes here and say, "Hey, I want to go on a rhythm, or I
Mm-hmm.
want to work with you,"
Mm-hmm.
and say them don't sound good. You know this from the bottom of your heart that them don't sound good. How do you approach that situation? Because they might tell you, say, oh, no, I work with them or whatever it is. But how do you approach a situation like that?
No, if you don't sound good, first of all, I'm like this. I love music. I'm gonna my name. I go up on something that don't sound good. It now go out. It now go even complete. It now go reach that far for nobody even hear it, because you have to market yourself. You're a brand. My name, Rolando Blake or RB, is a brand. So if I put out music, it have to be somewhat of a high standard. Even to me, it have to be somewhat at a level where it's perfect.
Right.
So I mean, if an artist not sound good, and any artist I work with me can tell you, if you come on my studio and you're a record and you don't sound good, I give you back your money.
Jesus.
If you paid for the session, I'm giving you back your money, and I'm
Jesus.
telling you, say, yo, that don't sound good. Yo, I'm, I'm mixing. All right, I'm not gonna call the artist name,
Please.
but it's a popular artist, and they sent their song for me to mix it, and I was like, yo, this don't sound good, brother. I can't mix this, fam. I cannot mix this. This don't sound good. It want to record over, and they got somebody else to mix it. And
Mm.
my name can't go up on that as say, oh, Rolando Blake mix this, was the
What,
mixing
what, what,
engineer.
what was their feedback towards that?
No, they just get somebody else because they knew that it don't sound good. Them know, because when they sent the session, and they were like, yo, RB, yo, this kind of. First, it was like, yo, a beer nice in the background in the
So why don't
recording.
bother send it? That don't
That,
make sense.
that's it. And I was like, yo, this can't mix in, this need for record over. And they were like, all right, man, I send it to somebody else. I think sometimes what I see happening even in our dancehall music
Mm-hmm.
is that persons don't treat it as an art, and they don't treat it as something that needs a good work ethic,
Yes, I
or
get that.
or,
Mm-hmm.
or it needs to be done in a timely manner and just done perfectly, like give your best. Because I get some songs to mix, and I'm like, yo, this work. While overseas, when I get hip hop music to mix, and I get the session, I say like 50 tracks, 60 tracks. But
Mm-hmm.
when I get a dancehall music, I say two, three, four tracks.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
so
okay,
so
okay. Yes.
I think overseas persons they put in more effort,
Yeah, they
and
put in more,
they
yeah.
put in more effort in wanting their songs to sound good, because you know, as a mixing engineer, they tell you that, or you tell somebody that once your recording sound good, I mean, the mixing engineer only can make it sound better. But
Yes.
if you give a mixing engineer crappy recording, you know, he might go try all him best, and you know, so till it just don't sound authentic. It don't sound. It just feel like it was forced.
Yes.
You know. So
I get that. I get that.
mhm.
What is the secret to longevity as a producer, and are they still relevant?
Longevity in
I will
music.
ask question that still.
Longevity in music. I mean, to do it for a long time. You know,
Yeah.
you have to hope that, you know, first of all, doing music, you have to love it. And you starting out, you have to love it, because when you're starting out, if you're a producer, some artists, if them not know you, them not record for you,
Ah,
you
okay.
know. And then if some artists would have say, send me some beats where you make, or send me some songs where you mix already. You know, if the quality is not there, you know, they would, like, you know, them say, yo, now do this. So there's discouragement. So, you know, you have to love it to continue to do it, to even learn and go forward. So, but longevity, I mean, to do it continually, because there are times when I feel like, yo,
You
no,
know what I wanted this.
I can't bother do this, yeah, man. This will take up half of my life. And
You know, I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you that, you know, because I was saying for a producer, so you do a lot, and an engineer, whatever. When do you have time for yourself? Because knowing how it is for producers and people that work in the studios, often it takes a lot. So can that sustain longevity for you to be a producer and, have your own life same time? How do you balance that really?
well, sometimes it's a bit difficult to balance, you know, because, you know, sometimes you get projects to work on, and they have deadlines.
Yes.
You know, there are times when, you know, I mean, I just music. I just treat it as a job. You
Right. It
know,
is a job.
and I just see it as probably a 24-hour job.
It is a job. No, it is
You
a
know,
job.
but there are times when you get to rest, and you know, you kind of, sometimes you yourself have to take a break, because I mean, there are times when your ears get tired.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting down the whole day in front of the computer is not good,
Nope.
you know. So you have to just make time and just take some rest, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes there, you know, you're in the studio for hours,
Yep. And you
from
don't even know that time has passed.
morning till morning, you know.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it have its time. It's just you have to structure how you do your thing, you
How
know.
you want to do it. And
Hmm.
tell us, are our producers still relevant?
Of course. Of course, every song that goes out, you have a producer. You know, every movie, you have a producer. You know, so they are relevant, just as the artists. Even though, you know, you have artists where try to cut out
Yep.
the producer them,
Yep.
but technically, if them cut out the producer, because you have a lot of artists, them build them studio, them a hire engineer, and guess what? Being an engineer nowadays, you have to can build rhythm, you have to can do something, you know, else nobody now gonna hire you for working at
Right.
them studio. So, you know, you have to can do more than one thing. So when them get a engineer that can build rhythm and stuff like that, technically the artists them now become producer,
Producers,
because
right.
everything I come from their studio and stuff like that. Them
Right.
they are creating their own labels, so
Right.
they're producers likewise. But you know, naturally, you'd never say, even though some artists they have their studio, they will still have producers that they would go to, because sometimes the creating process, like for me, you know, I am an artist as well.
Yes.
I don't like to record on my rhythms, like rhythms that I make.
You don't?
I don't know if it's, I find it hard to write.
But you sound good on it.
I find it hard to write to them.
Okay.
And I can't even, sometimes I don't like even mixing my own songs.
No, well, I wouldn't want to either. But okay. No,
But
honestly, because it's your own. So
yeah,
the thing is, you're probably not gonna. I mean, mixing other people's song would be easier than to sit down and be mixing your song. No,
yeah,
so I
because
get that. I get that.
like me making the beat already, like I put almost every melody that I can put in the beat. Then now me have to go find melody with my voice now for record, or find
Right,
lyrics for put on the beat. So it's
right.
sometimes I find it easier to record on other producers' beat. But
Okay, okay.
as you mentioned, as you asked the question earlier, producers are relevant in this time and age, just as important as the artists.
Mm-hmm.
So they are relevant.
All right, Tim said you're not relevant. Thank you, thank you so much, RB.
Mm.
People have been trying to get this man on this show for how long? So thank you, because I'm busy bad. So you want to tell the people where they can find you?
Instagram, Rolando Blake underscore 100 strong, as in 100 strong. So that's Rolando Blake underscore 100 strong. And my production page is RB Records underscore studio. Rolando Blake on YouTube, our production page, RB Records. So
Nice.
everything is either Rolando Blake or RB Records. You can just Google me and you find something.
Bingo. Bingo. So I want to thank you again. And thank you guys for listening. And we'll definitely be back next week, Tuesday, on The Unfiltered by Jade. Thank you. Bam, bam, bide.